iSnoopDogg.com online radio with your free bets and sports picks. Thanks for listening in. Wednesday, August 19th, 2026. Toronto Tempo at the Washington Mystics. We'll start with the WNBA. iSnoopDogg.com online radio, free bets and sports pick. With over 5,500 wins, a 53 winning percentile, making it the number one sports day trader in the world, has the Toronto Tempo winning this game based on averages and statistics 90-85 over the Mystics, despite being the large road underdog from Las Vegas in this game. Toronto Tempo getting 10.5 points on the road. The Tempo did play last night. They did lose to the Aces. Look out for Marina Mabrey, a popular player in the WNBA, plays for the Toronto Tempo. She's a three-point shooter, averaging around 20 points a game. A popular player. Look for this game to cover the point spread of 10.5 points. Popular teams are winning in the WNBA. The Toronto Tempo did play last night, which is the only reason why I would say that Vegas has them on the road back-to-back nights as a 10.5 points favorites. However, based on averages and statistics, iSnoopDogg.com online radio, free bets and sports picks with over 5,500 wins, a 53 winning percentile, making it the number one sports day trader in the world, has the Tempo winning this game 90-85 with the pregame final score in their favor, which would give them not only the win with the money line. The money line is plus 390. Put down 100, win 390, but it would also cover the point spread, of course. The Tempo are getting 10.5 points on the road. The Toronto Tempo as road underdogs against the Washington Mystics. The Tempo getting 10.5 points is a great bet to take a look at. iSnoopDogg.com online radio, free bets and sports picks. Has 175 total wins. Vegas has an opening line of 168.5. The over and the Tempo are two great bets to take a look at. 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time start, WNBA. Second game of the night on USA Network. This game is nationally televised. Look for these games to be thrilling and exciting, not only with the final score, but against the spread as well. iSnoopDogg.com online radio, free bets and sports picks is on the same page as Vegas with this game. The Minnesota Lynx are road favorites at the Golden State Valkyries. Minus 2.5 points. The Lynx are giving 2.5 points. The Lynx have to win by 3 points or more to win this bet. iSnoopDogg.com online radio, free bets and sports picks based on over 5,500 wins and a 53 winning percentile. Has a 90-84 score in the Lynx' favor, which would cover Vegas's point spread with 174 total points. iSnoopDogg.com online radio, free bets and sports picks would have this game going over Vegas's 164.5 points in this game. The over is a great bet for this game. iSnoopDogg.com online radio is on the same page as Vegas in this game, with the Lynx winning. These USA Networks, ESPN games, Prime Videos, any nationally televised games always seem to go down to the wire. Keep an eye out for live betting action on this game come game time, close to game time, 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. It may play a factor in which way the winning bet goes. You know how it goes. Vegas never loses one way or another, so whatever side Vegas may be betting on, you can find that out through live betting action. However, based on averages and statistics with the opening line, iSnoopDogg.com online radio, free bets and sports picks would have the Lynx covering the minus 2.5 point spread. The Lynx as road favorites with a 6-point win in their favor based on averages and statistics. iSnoopDogg.com online radio, free bets and sports picks hit their pick of the night, their lock of the night, the under lock of the night. Here we go in baseball, some bang for your buck picks. The lock of the night last night with the... I don't have it in front of me right now. Our lock did hit last night for iSnoopDogg.com online radio, free bets and sports picks. I'll have to go back to last night's shows. I'm drawing a quick mind block on which under we took, which two teams. It wasn't the Sacramento Athletics. It was the game right before it. We'll get right to it. However, it did hit. I'm positive that it hit. So what do we do here at iSnoopDogg.com online radio, free bets and sports picks? That was our first bet of our double up your losses gambling theory. Bet until you lose, double up until you win. We hit on a streak of 6 losses, a draw, and on our 7th one, we doubled up and hit on a $32,000 bet. So we started over at $1,000, which happens to be the minimum, which with the book that we're playing with the $1,000. So we started at the minimum, did an under last night. I do not have the game in front of me. It's not coming to mind. However, I do know for a fact it hit on the 5-0. It was the Texas Rangers game. It was the Rangers. iSnoopDogg.com online radio, free bets and sports picks had the Nationals beating the Rangers 4-1 with 5 total runs. Took the under for the 8 total runs that Vegas had in that game. And the Rangers won 5-0. It was the opposite winner of what iSnoopDogg.com online radio, free bets and sports picks. However, it hit dead on with the total amount of runs. That game went under. What do we do now? We're going to start over, do another $1,000 bet. Keep in mind, juice. You have to take juice into account if you want to make profit on your minimum bets. If you're playing the minimum bet, in this circumstance, it's $1,000. So your goal would be to be making $1,000 per win. You may not make it per hand. If with a losing bet, you would double up. You want to make it per win. Every time you win, you want to get back your losses with a $1,000 win on the bet that you had just made. You have to keep juice into account if you're doing a game of blackjack or something of that sort where a card game doesn't have any juice and you're using the double up your losses gambling theory. You don't have to worry about juice, but with sports betting, the juice kicks in. It really starts to take away from your profit around the 3rd or 4th game. If you were to do a $1,000 bet, that would be $100 in juice. So then you would double up to your second game would be $2,000. If you want to make the $1,000, if you want to make the bet a $1,000 profit and still win back your losses from the previous bet, you're going to have to put juice into the $2,000 bet. So you're doubling up from $1,000 after the loss of the $1,000 bet on a sports bet. It would be $1,100 with the juice. The 10% commission is average juice commission. With that, so you would take away you would take the $100 and move it to the double up of the $2,000, which would be $21. Now at that point, you're still only it's only taking away $100 from the bet, and you would be making $900 if the second bet was to win. However, if you were to double up from there, you would go to $4,000, the $1,000 to the $2,000 to the $4,000. You'll win the $3,000 bet if you hit this $4,000. But now you have $300 in juices on that $2,000 loss. It would have been $200 in juice, so you would have to add the $100 plus the $200 loss, the $1,000 $100 juice, and the $2,000 loss with the $200 juice. That's $300 combined. You put it to the $4,000, it would be a $4,300 bet, and so on and so on. So just keep juice into account if you want to keep your profits up close to that $1,000. If you were doing a $1,000 minimum, you would make, again, whatever hand you start at, whatever minimum you start at for the hands or the sport bet is going to be the amount you make per hand in the double up your losses gambling theory. So you have to keep juice into account if you want to keep that amount, a profit of amount all the way through. The juice will start to take away around the 5th or 6th bet. You could actually even lose money. So just keep that in mind if you possibly can. With your sports bets, bring the juice over when you double up your losses if you want to keep your profits at the amount you started at. Here we go. So the under of the night, we're going to start with the first game of the afternoon, 12:30 p.m. Eastern time start. We're going to start all over, $1,000 bet. We hit our $1,000 bet with the Rangers under last night. We're going to hit a $1,000 bet. A $1,000 bet because that's the minimum on the book we're using right now. With this game right now, we're going to stick with unders in baseball. We are on the same page, iSnoopDogg.com online radio, free bets and sports picks, some bang for your buck picks in Major League Baseball. However, this game, iSnoopDogg.com is on the same page as Vegas with the Pirates winning in Pittsburgh. However, it should be a low-scoring game. Pittsburgh is number 3 in the league in scoring currently, coming off of a game they dropped 4 runs. Now, at home in Pittsburgh, the Pirates are averaging 5.37 runs per game. In their last 3, they have scored or averaged 5.67 runs per game or scored 5 runs. And in 2026, they're averaging 5.02. Now, it's unlikely that the Pittsburgh Pirates average or score 5 runs in 4 games as they have in 3 games, which would take away their 2026 overall average and their home average, which normally, based on over 5,500 wins and a 53 winning percentile, would give them 4 runs in this game. However, the Pirates have They scored 4 runs in their last game, giving the Pirates 3 runs in this game against the Tigers. Now, the Tigers are coming off of a game they dropped 1 run based on over 5,500 wins and a 53 winning percentile. iSnoopDogg.com online radio, free bets and sports picks would have the Tigers playing 2 runs closer to their away average of 4.62. However, with the Pirates being the number 3 team in the league in scoring versus the number 12 team in the league in scoring, we're going to give the edge to the Pirates being that the game can't end 3-3. We're going to have the Tigers playing just 1 run above their last game score of 1. They scored 1 run in their last game. We're going to have the Tigers playing 1 run above that for this game, instead of to the 3, which would make it a tie game versus the Pirates, give the edge to the Pirates being the number 3 team in the league in scoring and coming off of a game they dropped 4 runs. However, it should be a low-scoring game. Vegas does have the Pirates favored, minus 154. We were on the same page as Vegas in this game. iSnoopDogg.com online radio, free bets and sports picks, has 5 total runs in this game. Vegas has an opening line of 8. This is iSnoopDogg.com online radio, free bets and sports picks. Lock under of the afternoon. It's an afternoon game, 12:30 p.m. Eastern time start. The under lock of the night for baseball from iSnoopDogg.com online radio, free bets and sports picks to start our new set of betting right over at the minimum. We won the bet last night with the Rangers under. Going to start all over again at the minimum, $1,000 bet on the minimum with the under 5. iSnoopDogg.com online radio, free bets and sports picks. Under lock of the night in baseball. Tigers, Pirates, 5 total runs, 3-2 final score in Pirates' favor. Should go under Vegas' opening line of 8. That under is a great bet to take a look at. A underdog pick is the Minnesota Twins at home. Should be a low-scoring game as well. Another great under to take a look at, with a final score 3-1 in the Twins' favor, which would go in against what Vegas has as the Twins as road home favorites, home underdogs. The Minnesota Twins are home underdogs in this game, plus 103. The Minnesota Twins are number 9 in the league in scoring. Atlanta is number 8 in the league in scoring. However, the Twins are coming off of a game they dropped 4 runs. The Braves are coming off of a game they dropped 1 run. In their last 3 games, they have either scored 2 runs or averaged 2.67 runs. We're going to have the Braves playing to... It's the same outcome, but I will correct that score on the magazine. It should be 3-0. The reason the Braves can't play to 3 in this game, which would be a tie game, again, with the Braves and the Twins being number 9. Twins are coming off of a game. They dropped 4 runs. They're averaging 4 runs over in 2026. In their last 3, they have scored or averaged 4 runs at 4.33. And on the road... and at home, Minnesota is 4.50, so which would normally drop the Twins down to 3 runs based on over 5,500 wins and a 53 winning percentile, which makes the Twins more of a lock for 3 runs in this game, with the probability that they score 3 runs, and the Braves coming off of a game they dropped 1 run, which would normally give the Braves 3 runs, seeing that they average 4.54 runs on the road. However, it's more likely that the Twins average 3 runs in this game, which would normally drop the Braves down to 2 runs in this game. However, in their last 3 games, as we had just said, they have scored or averaged 2 runs or 2.67 runs, which would normally drop them down to 1 run. However, the Braves have dropped 1 run in their last game. They're coming off of a game they just dropped 1 run. It's unlikely that they do that 2 games in a row. We're going to give the Braves 3-0. It's the same outcome. The Twins at home and the under in this game are 2 great bets to take a look at. iSnoopDogg.com online radio, free bets and sports picks is going to stick with the Tigers Pirates under lock of the night. However, this is a great lock, even a lower score. I take it back. I'm going with the earlier game on these bets. I take it back. We're going to switch a game time real fast. This is a better bet. This is a better bet. The Pirates being the number 3 team in the league in scoring. This is the lock of the night. The lock of the afternoon for iSnoopDogg.com online radio, free bets and sports picks for the under. The under for the Twins and Braves is more of a lock, a low-scoring game with Vegas having a higher line at 8.5. It's a better under bet than the Tigers-Pirates game. That Tiger-Pirates game is a great bet. Don't get me wrong. Keep your money on that one as well. But for the lock of the night, we're going to go with the Twins-Braves under 8.5. Vegas has the Twins as home underdogs, with the Vegas... would have this game going in the Braves' favor. iSnoopDogg.com online radio, free bets and sports picks has the Twins winning this game 3-0. That score should be 3-0. That will be fixed for the magazine, 3-0. However, it's the same outcome. Twins at home with the under 3 total runs in that game. This will be the lock under of the night for baseball from iSnoopDogg.com, online radio, free bets, and sports picks. 3 total runs. Vegas has an opening line of 8.5. That under in the Twins at home as home underdogs, plus 103. Put down 100, win 103 is a great bet to take a look at. White Sox on the road. The White Sox are coming off of a game. They dropped 3 runs. The White Sox are averaging 4.67. iSnoopDogg.com, online radio, free bets, and sports picks has the White Sox playing to their average, their road average, and their overall 2026 average. They're coming off their 3 games where they have either scored or averaged 5 runs. They should play to their average in this game of 4 runs. Now, the Cubs, despite being the number 2 scoring team in the league, are coming off of a game they dropped 4 runs. At home, they are averaging 5 runs. However, in their last 3 games, 5 runs based on over 5,500 wins and a 53 winning percentile. It's unlikely that the Cubs score or average 5 runs in 4 consecutive games as they have done in their last 3 games, which would normally give them 4 runs in this game. However, the Cubs are coming off of a game they dropped 4 runs. Despite being the number 2 scoring team in the league and coming off of a game they dropped 4 runs, in the probabilities of numbers, it's more likely that the Cubs drop below average in this game, giving them 3 runs. Look for the Cubs to play below average and the White Sox to play to average, to their road average and 2026 overall average, which would give the White Sox to win in this game. Plus 130 opening line from Vegas. White Sox are road underdogs. Put down 100, win 130. Put down 1,000, win 1130. Put down $10, win 1130. Put down $1. Win $1.30. White Sox on the road. 7 total runs from iSnoopDogg.com, online radio, free bets, and sports picks. Close to Vegas' opening line of 8. The White Sox as road underdogs is a great bet to take a look at. Cardinals at the Reds. This is the number 19 in the league in scoring at number 27. Number 19 at number 27. Cardinals, based on averages and statistics, should have this game 4-1. The Cardinals are coming off of a game they dropped 3 runs. However, in their last 3 games, they have either scored or averaged 3 runs or 3.33, which is unlikely that the Cardinals score or average 3 runs in 4 consecutive games and back-to-back games, which takes away their It takes away from nothing. The Cardinals are averaging 5 runs on the road, coming off of a game they dropped 3 runs, which is why the Cardinals would play to their average overall in 2026 of 4 runs to this game. Now, the Cincinnati Reds are coming off of a game, being the number 27 league in the team and number 27 team in the league in scoring, are coming off of a game they dropped 0 runs. Normally, iSnoopDogg.com, online radio, free bets, and sports picks would have 2 runs for the Reds in this game based on over 5,500 wins and a 53 winning percentile, playing closer to their home average of 3.91. However, the Reds have scored or averaged 2 runs or scored 2 runs or averaged 2.33 runs in their last 3 games, which is unlikely that they do that 4 games in a row. We're going to drop the Reds down to 1 run in this game, giving the Cardinals a win on the road, 4-1. Vegas has the Cardinals as road underdogs, plus 131. Put down 100, win 131. 5 total runs from iSnoopDogg.com, online radio, free bets, and sports picks. This is also another great under. Vegas has an opening line of 8.5 for a great under bet in baseball. We're gonna stick to the Braves Twins as our iSnoopDogg.com online radio, free bets, and sports picks under lock of the night. However, Cardinals Reds is another great under. We got about 2 or 3 already with baseball here. The Cardinals at the Reds. The Reds shouldn't score any more than 1 run in this game. Look for the Cardinals to win as a road underdog. It's a great bet to take a look at. The Cardinals on the road, plus 131. And the under in that game between the Cardinals and the Red. The Blue Jays at the Rays. I'm not really sure what Vegas is looking at for this game. The Blue Jays are coming off of a game they dropped 10 runs. They are large underdogs on the road, plus 189. Tampa Bay is number 11 in the league in scoring, 4.57 overall. Toronto is 3.95. That must be what Vegas is looking at, along with a pitching matchup that must be in the Tampa Bay Rays' favor. However, the Blue Jays are coming off of a game they dropped 10 runs. They have scored or averaged 5 runs or 5.67 in their last 3. They are averaging 4.10 on the road based on over 5,500 wins and a 53 winning percentile, making it the number one sports day trader in the world. iSnoopDogg.com online radio, free bets and sports picks, has the Blue Jays playing a few runs below the game they're coming off of, closer to their road average of 4.10, which would give them 7 runs in this game. Now, the Tampa Bay Rays are averaging 4.48 runs per game. They are coming off of a game where they played above average at 5 runs. However, in their last 3 games, they have scored or averaged 4 runs or 4.67 runs, which would eliminate their overall 2026 average. Their last 3 games average, it's unlikely that they score or average 4 runs in 4 consecutive games, as they have done in 3, which would eliminate their home average of 4.48. The Tampa Bay Rays would have to play again back-to-back games above average to score 6 runs in this game to play above the average of their last game, which would drop them down based on over 5,500 wins and a 53 winning percentile to 3 runs in this game. The Blue Jays would even play to their home average of 3.82, which would make this game a tie based on the average that the Rays have 3 runs in this game. We're going to give the Blue Jays 7 runs in this game, coming off a game they dropped 10 runs. Vegas has the Blue Jays as large underdogs in this game, road underdogs, which would make them a 7-3 winner. They're averaging 4.10 on the road. We're going to make them the 7 points in this game, a 7-point winner. The Blue Jays over the Rays, 7-3 in their favor. Toronto plus 189, put down 100, win 189. The Blue Jays have to win. Vegas has this as a low-scoring game. iSnoopDogg.com online radio, free bets and sports picks, has 10 total runs in this game. Vegas has an opening line of 7.5. That arrow should be pointing up. Few underdog picks of the night. Another great under 4 to the bettors to look at is the Nationals over the Rangers. The Nationals are number 1 team in the league in scoring. The Rangers are number 25. The reason for this line is that the Nationals are coming off of a game they dropped 0 runs. However, the Nationals are averaging 5.16 runs per game. They are the number 1 team in the league in scoring. Texas is number 25. Texas is coming off of a game they dropped 5 runs. However, in their last 3 games, they have either scored or averaged 4 runs, which would eliminate their 2026 average and their home average of 4.13. It's unlikely that the Rangers, at the number 25 team in the league in scoring, play above average from their last game, which would drop the Rangers down to 3 runs in this game. However, the Washington Capitals, being the number 1 scoring team in the league consistently currently, is averaging 5.16 runs on the road. They're coming off of a game they dropped 3 runs based on over 5,500 wins and a 53 winning percentile. iSnoopDogg.com online radio, free bets and sports picks, would actually have the Capitals playing 2-2 in this game. However, the Capitals, in their last 3 games, have either scored or averaged 2 runs or 2.33 runs. We're going to give the edge to the number 1 scoring team in the league over the number 25 scoring team in the league in this game, making the Nationals a 3-2 winner. Pre-game final score based on averages and statistics. Vegas has the Nationals at plus 118, put down 100, win 118. 5 total runs from iSnoopDogg.com online radio, free bets and sports picks. Vegas has an opening line of 7.5. Looks like Vegas is thinking it's a low-scoring game as well. The Nationals on the road, number 1 at number 25 as road underdogs, is a great bet to take a look at. The Angels plus 143 on the road. Los Angeles Angels are number 26 in the league in scoring. Houston is number 10. This is number 26 at number 10. iSnoopDogg.com online radio, free bets and sports picks, has the Angels playing to their average in this game of 4.56, with the Astros playing closer to their home average of 4.49. The Astros are coming off of a game they dropped 1 run. They've been cold in their last 3 games. They have either scored or averaged 2 runs or 2.67 based on over 5,500 wins and a 53 winning percentile. iSnoopDogg.com online radio, free bets and sports picks, would have the Astros, being the number 10 league in this, despite being the number 10 team in the league in scoring, is playing a couple runs above average of their last game, giving them 3 runs, which would be 1 run below average of their home average of 4.49, giving the Angels the win in this game. The Angels playing to their road average of 4.56 would take home this win. Plus 143, it's a great bet to take a look at. Put down 100, win 143. Vegas has Angels as road underdogs. 7 total runs from MySnoopDogg.com online radio, free bets and sports picks. Vegas has 8.5 runs in this game. That under is a great bet to take a look at. The Rockies-Dodgers game, this should be a high-scoring game. Colorado Rockies would be the pregame winner over the Dodgers. This is number 6. This is number 5 at number 6. LA Dodgers are number 5. Colorado Rockies are number 6. LA is coming off of a game. They did score 7 runs. In their last 3 games, however, they have either scored or averaged 6 runs or average 6.67 runs, which is unlikely that they do that 4 games in a row. Normally, based on over 5,500 wins and a 53 winning percentile, iSnoopDogg.com online radio, free bets and sports picks would have the Dodgers playing 1 run under average of their last game of 7-6. However, they have scored or averaged that in their last 3. It's unlikely they do that in another game. We're going to give the Dodgers 5 runs in this game. However, the Colorado Rockies are coming off of a game. They dropped 6 runs, and at home in Colorado, this is a mess up. This is a mistake. This should be the Dodgers winning this game. It's going to be the Colorado Rockies playing to 5-5. I'm not really sure where this 7 came from. The Colorado Rockies are coming off of a game. They dropped 6 runs. In their last 3 games, they have either scored or averaged 8 runs. However, based on over 5,500 wins and a 53 winning percentile, iSnoopDogg.com, this score is going to be 5-4. Have the Colorado Rockies playing to their overall average in 2026 of 4.82. They are scoring 8 runs in their last 3 games. However, based on our record of the 5,500 wins and the 53 winning percentile, iSnoopDogg.com online radio, free bets and sports picks would have the Rockies playing to 5 runs in this game, coming off of a game they dropped 6 runs, which would be their home average of 5.20. However, based on over 5,500 wins and a 53 winning percentile, iSnoopDogg.com online radio, free bets and sports picks gives the edge to the higher scoring ranked team at the moment. The number 5 Dodgers, they are coming off of a game where they dropped more runs than Colorado's last game of 7 runs to 6. This game should be a 5-4 score. Look for the Dodgers to play 1 run, 2 runs below their last game, while the Colorado Rockies play to their overall average of 4.82, making a 5-4 final score. This game would go under Vegas' opening line, 11.5. Vegas does have a high-scoring game. However, iSnoopDogg.com online radio, free bets and sports picks would have 9 total runs that will be fixed for the magazine. The Dodgers over the Rockies would be on the same page as Vegas as a large winner in that game. 5-4 final score will be fixed for the magazine. And that is iSnoopDogg.com online radio, free bets and sports picks for baseball, soccer all day, every day. Not too many ties and draws today. There's a couple of them. The MLS is going all night. Should be high scoring based on averages and statistics in the league. Currently right now, most of these scores should be dead on with pregame final scores. Do look for some of these MLS scores to go a bit higher than the averages do. They like to put on a show in Major League Soccer. However, soccer's going all day, every day. If you find a tie or a draw that you like, jump on that bang for buck. Even if the winners are off, iSnoopDogg.com online radio, free bets and sports picks. Total points have been hitting. Keep an eye out for over-unders in soccer. And the under lock of the night for baseball for iSnoopDogg.com online radio, free bets and sports pick. Double up your losses. Gambling theory. Bet until you lose. Double up until you win. We're coming up off a win. We're going to start over with a minimum bet for the book at $1,000. The under that we're taking is going to be the Braves Twins, 1:40 p.m. Eastern time start. Twins, not only a great underdog pick at home in Minnesota. However, 4 total runs should go well under Vegas's opening line of 8.5. So check your feet back, player. Turn that hat around. Be cool, man. It's a lock. Put it in the books. Take it to the house. Sit back and relax. iSnoopDogg.com online radio. Free bets and sports picks has your back. Bet until you lose. Double up until you win. That is the double up your losses gambling theory. Thanks for listening in. Hope you have a fortune-filled gambling winning day. Put some wins in the wins category. Some cash in your pocket. iSnoopDogg.com online radio with your free bets and sports picks. Thanks for listening in.